Hello, students. I am Kavita Wag, and today we are going to study this chapter, The Last Stone Mason. This story is written by Sigrun Srivastav, an Indian author of German origin. She born in 1943. She has written over 25 books for children of all ages. She is a multifaceted artist, a writer, a sculptor, and an illustrator. This is a story of an old Masterji, a traditional sculptor, his young son Gopal, and a young servant Salim. This story depicts about conflict between father and son, as young son does not want to continue the work which he learned from his father and he learned from his father. It was their tradition for hundreds of years. In this story, Gopal was not satisfied with the small and congested workroom. That work has not enough for him for good living. That's why Gopal wanted to leave to Agra to earn more money and to be a more successful man in life. Masterji knew that his son's decision was good, but he was helpless. He loved his traditions and his sculptures. And one day, Masterji's son Gopal left the place for good. Masterji was in disgrace that he didn't even hear goodbye of his son called out from the door. He sat motionless and unaware of time and place. A young servant Salim was always there. He consoles Masterji that he will make more larger and more beautiful temple sculptures in the future. But Masterji knew that his strength is becoming weaker and weaker. But he was determined to finish his work. Days and weeks went by. It was a month since Gopal had left. The old man worked tirelessly from morning till late at night. He was carving the statue of Lord Krishna. Without feeling hunger and thirst, he was driven by the desire to finish the sculpture in time. But then came the day when the old man felt weak, his hands started trembling under the impact of the hammer. His shoulders began to ache, his arms felt heavy, and his vision blurred. He felt that he could not see the shape of Krishna embedded in the stone. He kept remembering his son Gopal, that it would be different if Gopal was here. Masterji knew that his son wasn't the best of craftsmen, but he was young and strong. He could chip off the stone if as clay. Salim was always there, and he concerned about the old man and he served him food. One day, when Masterji was weary, he knocked off the ground. When he opened his eyes, he found himself laying on a cot covered by a cotton blanket. And the same time, he could hear the chipping sound of the chisel. He thought that Gopal had returned. He reached the door, but he was so shocked that he could not move. He was just staring at the back of the young stone carver, working on the face and on the eyebrows arcing over the pair of fine eyes. The carver was none other than Salim. The old man watched stunned. He called out Salim's name softly. Salim was startled. He whispered that he has practiced secretly more than 2 years. Salim was a Muslim boy. He said that he should not carve the image of God. But Salim confessed that he wanted to become a sculptor and there was nothing in life he could do better. He asked Masterji to teach him. Masterji Masterji was already impressed by Salim's skills. At the end, Masterji gave his blessings that Salim had that talent in his hands and his heart. Masterji knew that Salim will be a country's best, finest stones mason. Masterji found his successor. I hope you have enjoyed this story. Here is the end of this chapter. Thank you.